everyone!
Welcome back to our channel. If you're new here, my name is Brandon.
And my name is Heidi, and we're here with a new video for you.
Spring.
Happy spring. I was trying to see if we could say the same thing.
I was going to say spring has...
Sprung.
I don't know when spring sprung, or even if it has sprung, but over here it has, because we're going to bring you a spring pins of the month pin collection, and just show you a bunch of spring or spring themed pins. And we're so excited. We haven't done like a little sit down video in a hot minute, and it's so fun to be here sitting with all of you and chatting with all of you and showcasing pins, which is one of our favorite things. So we're gonna get into that very shortly, but the first couple things that I want to say is this coming Friday we are going live here on YouTube, April 25th at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for my 30th birthday celebration, which is crazy, and to rank a bunch of old Disney World things, like we did part 1 like a month ago for March Madness, and we're gonna do part 2 of that and celebrate my birthday. So come hang out with us, celebrate with me and Heidi, and rank a bunch of old Disney World things. That's this coming Friday, April 25th at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I want to shout this out, Magical Castle Company. We're gonna leave their links as always down below. Go check them out for some fun spring themed stuff and our It's Always Sunny stuff. So many things over there, but just wanted to plug that in for the spring. Now that it's getting nicer, t-shirt weather is upon us, and definitely go check them out for all that stuff.
So historically we have done pins of the month on our channel. Like way back we used to do this every month, where we'd pick a theme for the month and we'd pick pins from our collection and kind of try to showcase some of the pins that we had. And it was a fun way for us to look through our books and remind us of the pins that we have and display them here behind us on our shelf. And so we don't do it all the time, but we thought spring would be a fun theme to do, so that's why we're here. And so Brandon and I both went through our own pin collections as well as our shared pin collections, and we picked up some pins from our pin collection to put on our board. So
and I didn't see yours, you didn't see mine.
Yep.
And you didn't see any of them until now. So we got to be surprised together. So do you want to take it away?
I'll take it away.
You go for it first.
Okay, this one that I'm going to show first, I feel like is a really good one. I think it is from Flower and Garden. Did we go to that? Yes, we did. And so this pin is the first one.
That's the one I thought.
Yeah, is a really good one, I feel like, for this theme. It is goofy. It's smelling some yellow flowers, and I just love it. The Epcot ball is in the background.
It's a good pin.
And this was a mystery pin box for Flower and Garden, which is so fun. Back in 2022, a limited release pin. We ended up getting just one pin box, and I think we had a Chippendale in this one. Yeah. We traded the Chippendale. Yeah. This one we love.
I'm going to stick with Flower and Garden, and I got a couple from Flower and Garden. I'm just trying to find them. One of them is from 2022, and the other one is from 2024. And this one is, it says, "A little dirt never hurt." Flower and Garden 2022, and it's got Mickey on there with some veggies and plants and like very spring vibe. Flower and Garden is so spring vibes and just so perfect for this season. So there's that one. This one's limited release. And then this next one I have is from Jenny and her family when they came to visit, and they saw me like when I was in the parks, and they gifted me this pin. And this one's from 2024, and it's a topiary of my favorite guy, Sorcerer Mickey, and there's the brooms as well there with the buckets, and you can see Mickey on there with Spaceship Earth in the background. And this pin is so fun and so cool. I love like all of the topiaries, and I just love this one of my main guy. And like I said, this one's from 2024, limited release as well, but it's like a pin on pin kind of action going on there.
The next pin that I picked was one that I thought was fitting because it's a spring color, and there's supposed to be lots of rain in the spring, so I picked this.
Nice.
It is a figment umbrella, and it of course got the figment colors of that like purpley pinkish color, and it's from mystery bag, I think.
Yeah, I think so.
I think it's a bag or it's a box, but I'm pretty sure it's like those little bags. And I really like this one.
It's a good one. I'm going to stick with the rain theme, and this one's of Winnie the Pooh and Piglet, and Pooh's reaching out catching some rain droplets, and Piglet's got the tongue out, and there's an umbrella there. All the things for spring, which is that spring weather with the rain, which I feel like is like fine. I feel like I don't like love that spring is very rainy and stuff, but it just means that summer is coming, and the spring weather, like right now for us anyway, the sun is shining more. It's getting hotter here as well, which is nice, but the rain comes with it, and I think sometimes that rain is fun. Like I like to like hear the rain, see the rain.
Yeah, I think rain's nice too when it's like starting to get warmer, because then it's not like you're outside freezing in the rain.
And then all the flowers bloom, and I don't know, something about it.
So the next pin that I'm picking is this one. It is of Anna in her spring attire. What is this from again?
Frozen Fever. Yeah.
So this is that one. She looks very springy, and she's holding some flowers there. I love that outfit of her.
This next one, I don't know if it's super springy, but like sometimes in these, I feel like that I really like take things that don't always fit in the category fit, if that makes any sense. So this one is, I think, is Mickey bird watching, which is a thing that people do in the spring, and it's of Kevin, who is like one of the only Disney birds that we have in any of our pin collections. I would say her and Orange Bird are the only two, but there's Mickey pointing in a safari vehicle at Kevin. And I feel like there you go. For all you spring bird watchers, there's Mickey watching Kevin.
This one I picked because I feel like it's springy.
Yeah.
When butterflies start to come out. Is that in summer though?
I don't know, but this gives me spring vibes.
Yeah,
for sure.
It's like the colors of spring. It's a butterfly. It's like, you know, animals, new life.
It's good.
It's giving spring.
Yeah. I'm going to show this one. This one is not a stretch. This one's very accurate. Yeah. And it's an Easter egg, and this was an Easter egg, like hidden Disney pins of a bunch of rabbits for Easter. And this one's of my favorite Disney bunny, Judy Hopps. And there she is on there. Really cute little series. I think that Caitlin has quite a bit of these, to be honest.
Yeah, I think she might have all of them.
Because I know that she has her little bunny rabbit collection, but this one is in my Zootopia collection, and there she is. I think these are cute. This was from either last year or the year before. It's very small to see, but this is the only one that I have from that set.
This next pin is going back to the topiaries. I have this pin.
Nice.
It is a Mickey topiary, and it's supposed to be a hidden Mickey pin back when they were called hidden Mickey pins, and there it is. It's got like the silver background, and I think this collection was actually, there was like a bunch of different topiaries.
I was gonna say, because I saw someone had one of like a Dumbo topiary, or something, which is pretty cool. I'm just gonna stick with the bunnies because I've been showing bunnies this whole time, and this one's a rabbit from Winnie the Pooh in Rabbit's Garden picking a carrot, and I just realized that the carrot is like a raised rubber element, which is fun. This one I think is an open edition. I'm pretty sure.
I think so.
Because we used to have one that was on our traders that now Caitlin has that was from like a lanyard or like a booster, but this one's an open edition of Rabbit in the Garden. I think this is a cool pin, and I like when there's characters that aren't as like represented and they get like a nice big pin. So I think this one's really cool and perfect for spring.
This next pin is kind of a little bit of a random one, but I felt like it was giving spring with the colors and all the flowers. And so it is a fantasy pin, which means that it is a pin that someone like designed and made on their own and sold them. It's not like a Disney authentic pin, but it is Tangled themed, so it says venture outside of your comfort zone, the rewards are worth it.
It's a cute one.
It's super cute. It's got a lot of flowers on it, Rapunzel's braid, and it's beautiful, like pinkish purpley color.
We're gonna take a pause from the bunnies. I have some more bunnies, but we'll get to those later. But this one I thought was very perfect for spring, and it's of the genie as a bee when he tells Aladdin to be himself, which super great advice. Every time that I see that movie, I'm like, Aladdin, just listen to that. She likes you for you, man. You know what I mean? So this one's of him when he's the bee, and it's got that cool blue background that's almost like, it's not like marbled or like whatever, but it looks like it's kind of like shiny and shimmery, but it's like that blue color. And this is a limited release one from Aladdin's 25th anniversary. And I have a lot of these actually, and some are limited edition, but this one's limited release. I'll just like show the back of that one because I always like when they have like the movie logo or something on there, but this one's just a fun one of the genie, and bees are perfect for spring.
Sticking along with the theme of like bees and bugs and things like that, I picked this one because Minnie is having a butterfly land on her hand. And it's in her Animal Kingdom collection because she's in her like safari gear, but I thought this one, because of the butterfly, would be a good one for spring.
I have one here of a spring activity that I really like and that you really like as well a lot, and we just did one last weekend, and that's a picnic. This one is of Mickey and Minnie from Runaway Railway, and it's like the poster for what like the movie is, and says Mickey Mouse in Perfect Picnic. But what's weird about this pin, and I'm going to show it here, this was like an open edition pin from the parks, and it looks like this, and it's got like the slider element, but as you can see, all of the screen printed like pieces are all broken, and I had to glue them onto the pin because for some reason when I bought it, it was like
all the
just coming apart. And I feel like that was the thing online when I looked it up. Like a lot of people said the same thing. So I did as best like that I could to glue it together, but I wanted to show it because I think that's like such a spring thing. Going for picnics.
I think once the weather starts getting nicer, then you're like, oh, it feels so nice to get outside. Something about just having some fresh air. So yeah, we went and
did that. Lunch.
We did that the other week and it was so fun.
But there it is. So you can see that they move on there, which is cool, and they kind of like drive down. I just love the whole vibe. This whole ride to me screams like spring vibes with them.
The next pin I picked because of the flowers on it, because again, I feel like for me, like when I think of spring, I think of flowers a lot.
Yeah, blooming.
And so
Cute.
These are Rapunzel, Snow White, and Tiana on a pin. This pin is coming from like a booster pack, I think, where there's 4 different pins of different princesses, and they got a bunch of flowers at the front. And I really, really like this pin.
It's a good one.
It's so cute, so fun.
I'm kind of sticking with like the picnic and in the car vibes. And for me, I know that this maybe might be more summer, but to me, spring is when the weather like really is turning. And I feel like that's when I like the windows down, music on. So I picked this Tiny Kingdom pin of the awesome mix from Guardians of the Galaxy. And I absolutely love these Tiny Kingdom pins. I think they are just awesome and so good. It's kind of hard to focus because, oh, there we go.
Small.
They're so small, but I love these. There are so many of them that are so awesome, and they don't make them anymore, but I love this one, and I just thought this was so spring to like have the windows down. I know that it's probably more summer, to be honest, but for me, it's one that I like to do it because it's like right out of winter.
You haven't got to do that in a while.
Yeah.
Sticking with my theme of flowers, I also had to pick this pin because it is a flower like Hidden Mickey, I guess.
Yeah.
And so there it is. It's pinkish purpley again with a bunch of flowers on it, and I just love it so much. I just love like pinkish pins.
Yeah, which they're perfect though for this time of year. Flowers and those pastel colors. It's a good pick. I now realize that I really stuck with like the picnic theme, which is fine. This one's a lunchbox pin, and it fits because it has like spring animals. Bellwether's a sheep. Judy Hopps a fox. Those are springy animals.
That's true.
And it's of Zootopia, which I can't wait for later this year for the sequel to come out. I am so excited. I kind of forgot for a brief minute that it's coming out, but there's the front of the pin, and when you open these up, this was a whole series.
It's a cool series.
There's food on the inside. And this one gave more spring to me. I have the princess and the frog one as well, but it was like gumbo and beignets. This one has like a carrot, a popsicle, some like kind of more springy foods, I would say. But this one's limited edition of 1,500. And what I appreciate about this one, look how clear you can see the back. Like if you wanted to know what it is, it's telling you loud and clear that like size in the back. But I think these are so fun, and this was like a whole monthly series, and I just think that it's such a well done one.
The next pins we'll show together because there are 3 that kind of go together. I think this is the entire set.
It is.
They were from the Disney store back when we had a Disney store.
Oh,
so good.
That's so sad actually when I think about that.
And so these are Easter pins because Easter is very much spring, I feel like.
Yep.
And yeah, Easter just passed us. So these are the 3 pins. We've got Eeyore with some chicks, and then Pooh Bear with some eggs inside a honey pot, and then Piglet sticking out of a little egg, which is so fun. I love these pins so much.
I was gonna say too, this is what I love about these is like I forgot that we had those Easter pins. So it's like you get to see some that you don't even know that you have. But my next one, I'm sticking Runaway Railway. I wanted to show this one because again, that ride just like screams that to me. And I like at first wasn't sure if I would show that poster one, but then I thought it's a perfect one as well. So we got the train, and this is like a cuckoo clock series, but there's a sun at the bottom, which of course is like spring. The sun is shining more. There's the little chubby bird up at the top singing in the cuckoo clock, which I just think is so fun and like popping out of there. But this was also a monthly series, and this one's an LE pin of 3,000, but it's got that little dangly sun, which is really, really cute.
The last pin that I have to show is this one of Rabbit and Kanga and Root and Tigger in an umbrella floating down some water.
Cute.
And so again, it's the umbrella, it's the, rain, very springy. And I feel like Winnie the Pooh is like springy to me.
It does really give spring for sure. And the last pin for the spring pin board is one of my favorite Disney Bunny. I had to pick one to show. I know that I showed the egg, but I wanted one of her. And this one's of Judy when she's like a parking attendant, like sort of thing. But I wanted to showcase one of her that I thought was cool for my collection. So here's one of Judy, and it's a very big pin from the studio store of her with her outfit, and it's a pin on pin, and this one's LE of 400. So it's a lower LE size, and there you can see the back with those ice cream cones. But again, I wanted to show her some love on because I think that I have a lot of cool Zootopia Judy pins. So I feel like I had to show one. So here it is of her to complete the board.
So that's everything that we have for today. Let us know down below in the comments which pin from our spring pin board was your favorite.
Yes, and be sure to join us this coming Friday, April 25th at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to celebrate my 30th birthday, which is wild, and to rank a bunch of old Disney World things. We did part 1 back in March. We're doing part 2 here because there was so many awesome things that we couldn't put it all into one. So come join us this coming Friday, like I said, to celebrate all those things. And if you did enjoy this video, give it a big thumbs up. If you're new, subscribe for lots of Disney and lifestyle and wedding content. So many things going on our channel. So definitely subscribe and ring that bell so you don't miss any of those new videos.
And remember, it's always sunny.